Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Cinder's Dream. I am Lady Ariel and I am here to talk about the full moon in Scorpio. Huh, it's been rough for me, okay? This is the third time I was trying to record this video. So I'm just like, let me just go on live. And hopefully this uploads. Let's just get through this. Okay, so for those who are new to astrology, I like to use the signs astrology for, mental health purposes as far as learning who you are, um, self-awareness. Okay, you don't just have your sun sign. That's not what just makes you you. There are all the other zodiac signs that are inside of you. If you look at your birth chart, you will see that you have different placements and how they act out during your lifetime. So I want you to, make it a habit of looking at your birth chart and actually seeing where these transits are going and how they match up with things that are going on with your life. Okay. Now, I am going to start off with Taurus, okay, since we're in Taurus season. I want you all to listen for your rising sign, okay, first. Then you can go in and listen to your sun sign, okay? Um, so I will also let you guys know where the moon is going to be transiting, as well as where the sun and Uranus is going to be transiting during this Scorpio full moon, okay? So Taurus rising, all right? This full moon is going to be transiting your seventh house, okay, of partnerships, relationships, all right? Your sun is going to be in your first house as well as Uranus, all right? So you might have a little bit of an ego death, when it comes to what's been going on with your relationships. You might have to sit back and try to reflect on things that's been going on with your relationships, how you feel about these partnerships, and are they in alignment with who you really are, okay? You might even go through want to, revamp your look, your hair. You might want to revamp your, your makeup or whatever. So definitely look at where these signs are transiting, okay, and how they reflect back to you, okay? Next, we are going to talk about the Gemini risings, all right? Gemini risings, this full moon in Scorpio is going to transit your sixth house, okay? And your 12th house is where your sun and Uranus are going to be, okay? So when we look at the sixth house, we look at your routine, your health, your habits, okay? Like what is going on your day to day, and how is it reflecting back to your 12th house, all right? The 12th house is the hidden, the unseen. So all that snacking you was doing, all those unhealthy habits, any addictions, that is going to show up during this Scorpio full moon, okay? For my Gemini risings, all right? Now we're going to look at the Cancer rising, all right? This full moon is going to transit your fifth house of, children, family, romance, all right? Your sun is going to be sitting in your 11th house, okay? So you want to, check on your children. How are your children doing, okay? Think about even the summer, like what's going to be going on in the summer, okay? Are you going to be putting your kids in any activities? What's going to be going on with your children, cancers, okay? Also look at your inner child. How's your inner child feeling? I'm actually going to pull a card for you for Cancer risings, all right? To see how this transit is affecting your inner child, okay? Stand up for yourself, all right? So growing up, you may have not been standing up for yourself, okay? You may have been, shunned for something, for certain things or whatever. But Cancer risings, this is the time, okay? Don't back down. Stand up for yourself. You're not going to be able to get the things that you want and need if you're not standing up for yourself, okay? All right, now we're going to move on to the Leo and Leo rising. This Scorpio full moon is going to transit, okay, your fourth house, okay? Fourth house is all about the home, okay? Ancestry, okay? And your sun is going to be sitting in your 10th house as well as Uranus. So What's going on? How's the relationship between, your home and your career? Okay. Are you feeling fulfilled in your career? All right. That's something that's going to be popping up with this Scorpio full moon. Okay. Next, we are going to look at Virgo risings, okay? So Virgo rising, this Scorpio full moon is going to transit your third house, okay? Your third house of communication, of siblings, of neighbors, okay? Your community as a whole, all right? And your sun is going to be sitting in your ninth house, okay? Your ninth house of, long distance travel, certain beliefs, all right? That's what's going to be going on. All right, how are you communicating what you believe in? All right, have your beliefs changed? All right, so that's what the Scorpio full moon is going to highlight. Now we're going to move on to the Libra risings. All right, this Scorpio full moon is going to be transiting in your second house. Okay, your second house of resources, all right, of finances, and your sun is going to be sitting in your eighth house. All right, that is old money. That's other people's money. That's property. Okay. So that's going to be the highlight of this Scorpio full moon for you Libras. All right. Next, we have Scorpios. All right, Scorpio risings. This Scorpio full moon is going to be transiting your first house, okay? And your sun is going to be sitting in your seventh house and Uranus. So again, your self-identity, your inner child. Let's see what your inner child is highlighting for this Scorpio full moon that is transiting today, okay? A lot of things about relationships, all right? Trust your feelings, all right? How are you feeling? How have you been feeling about this relationship? Do you still want this relationship to continue? Do you need to back down? Do you need to check your ego? Dealing with these relationships and partnerships. That's what's going to be highlighting for the Scorpio full moon. Next, we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this full moon in Scorpio is going to transit your 12th house, okay? And your sun is going to be sitting in your sixth house as well as Uranus. So this is going to be like a reset for you. You may not feel like, being around people. Your dreams are definitely going to be active, okay? If you have not purchased my dream journal yet, go ahead and get you a copy of the dream journal. This is my author's copy, but I'm going to put a link to my Etsy store so that way you can purchase your dream journal, all right? Your dreams are going to be very, very active. Make sure you write them down. Make sure you decipher them if you can, because you're going to be getting a lot of messages through your dreams, all right? Next, we have Capricorns, or the Capricorn risings. This Scorpio full moon is going to be transiting your 11th house, and your sun is going to be in your 5th house as well as Uranus, all right? So again, this has something to do with, your home, as well as society, social media and whatnot. So you really want to pay attention to like what are you posting? Are you spending too much time online? Are you spending, more time out with your friends than you are at home? Like really doing that self-reflection and, making sure that those areas are balanced, all right? Next, we have Aquarius. Aquarius, this Scorpio full moon is going to be transiting your 10th house, okay, of career. And your 4th house is going to be, your sun's going to be in your 4th house, okay? So again, this is going to have something to do with your career, okay? Are you really happy in your career? Does it bring you, comfort? Is this something that you want to do long term? All right. Would you rather work from home? So these are the things that you need to be asking yourself for this Scorpio full moon. Okay. Aquarius rising. Next, we have Pisces rising. This Scorpio full moon is going to be transiting your ninth house. Okay. And your sun is going to be sitting in your 3rd house. Okay. And Uranus. So again, ninth house also has to do with higher learning, higher education, how to bring those experiences. Do you have a degree? Are you thinking about becoming a teacher? That would be a great, career, transfer for you. Um, just really sitting back and reflecting. 3rd house has to do with communication, speaking, public speaking, writing, stuff like that. So Do you have a book, you want to write about your experiences and whatnot? So definitely look into that, my Pisces risings. Last but not least, we have Aries. Okay, our Aries risings. This Scorpio full moon is going to be transiting your eighth house. Okay, death, rebirth. Okay, your sun is going to be sitting in your second house. All right, so really start thinking about retirements. Start thinking about, how are you investing your monies? How are you investing, your finances? Are you making smart financial decisions? Okay, so that is what I have for this Scorpio full moon. Okay. If you have any questions, put them in the comment box. I will, pin my Etsy store for those of you who are interested in the dream journal. I also sell yoni steams for my ladies. If you are, trying to get back in tune with yourself, you want to listen to your inner voice, yoni steaming will be a great tool for you if you're not pregnant, if you're not on your cycle currently. You can purchase, some steams. Right now, I have the premenstrual blend. Okay, it's for women who are, want to use it before their cycle, or you can use it after your cycle. All right. And then I have the from my spirit baby blend for those who have experienced any miscarriages or any loss, or if you've been dreaming about your baby. Okay, you have a baby that's coming and you want to, get in alignment. That is the blend for you. So thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it, and much love to you all. Peace.